Alright guys, let's come over here to where the first section is and we'll have them present their lovely drawings. Alright, so this is in the beginning of the chapter.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Let's wait for everyone.
This is it. Thank you. It's Katie. Hi. Oh, Katie.
Katie, you need to do the sequel, actually, when he goes to college.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a better picture?
No.
No.
No,
But
she's
like-
saying you make a sequel novel.
Oh, actually, yeah. Watch out, guys. It might be a graphic novel.
Okay, so this is in the beginning of the book where he explains, you know, his differences, how he's born with water on the brain and how he has a lisp and he's just kind of dorky. So we thought that that was a big point because later on in the book, you know, when he falls down and he gets the concussion and his mom's like, oh, you already have problems with your brain, you're gonna, you know, hurt yourself more. So we thought that was a big part. And then when Mr. P talks to him about how he's got to get out of here, he's different than the usual res kids. You know, even though he hit the man in the face with a book, he's still telling him that he's really smart and he could do something with his life. And then when he's making the decision about going to, is it Reardon? How do you guys say it? Reardon. And he's thinking about, you know, if he's going to kind of be like exiled a little bit because all the Indians are going to hate him if he leaves, but he'll have a better future if he goes. And then this is when he tells his best friend Rowdy about it, and he punches him in the face and beats him up. So that's what happened to page 53.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. This one.
So we had pages 54 to 100, and during this section, he goes to Reardon for the first time, and he meets Penelope, and also towards the end, he becomes friends with Gordy. And then we also chose to include when Eugene gave him a ride to the school, because that was a moment that they spent together, and it just showed that not everybody from the reservation hated him for his decision. And then we also chose when his sister moves to Montana and get married, because that was a really big part of his life. And that was someone else in his family that was deciding to leave and make a change.
These are really bad drawings, so it's totally fine. We had the instance where Penelope's in the bathroom growing up, and that's kind of his first interaction with her that's like actually kind of positive. So it was kind of, we kind of described as like an Anna and Elsa moment. They're like sitting outside, like it's like sitting outside, it's like, you want to go outside? So that's Arnold and that's Penelope. She's sad. And then the winter formal, like afterwards when they're at the restaurant, and his first really positive, well, not first positive encounter with Roger, but a very substantial one. They're all at dinner, and he's like, oh no, I forgot my wallet. And he's like, oh, here you go, here's some $40. So they're sad, Arnold and happy Roger. And then Junior's first basketball game is also in there when he gets knocked down by Rowdy. He's lying on the floor because he's got a concussion. This then also like a team turns away from him. So all of that.
It's a sad section.
It is a sense.
started out with the car scene, which is when he finds out that his sister died and is like going hysterical. And then the next part is when he like kind of like goes into the forest during his sister's funeral, and Robbie's there, and he like misses him when he tries to punch him.
And then our next scene is when they're playing basketball together. And then our very last scene was his like realization, and he like comes to like basically.
Thank you.
I have a point. They say that every plot of a book is one of two. Like one of two, it's like a binary. Either the hero takes a journey, or what's the other one? A stranger comes to town. What do you think is your plot line? Are you the hero that takes a journey, or are you going to stay and the stranger will come to your life? It's an interesting thought. In S.C. Hinton's book, That Was Then, This Is Now, she said some people go and some people stay, and the protagonist comes to realize that he's the kind of person who goes. Are you the kind of person who goes, or are you the kind of person who stays? If you're the kind of person that goes, you're a nomad too. If you're the kind of person that stays, you're home. They're both good, right? Anyone have any thoughts about that?
I think I'm the type of person who like goes until I stay. You know?
Mm-hmm. There's a time to go and a time to stay?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a millennialist attitude?
Maybe.
I'm a stayer. I go home like every weekend, and I want to work in the school district that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess kind of home.
Good.
It took me going to realize that I want to stay.
Hmm.
So like I'm from California, and I left, and as soon as I left and came here, I was like, this place isn't for me. Like I know that like California is like where I belong. So like eventually like I will stay there, but it took like I had to go in order for me to like figure